Good evening, fellow viewers. The discussions are real. The laughter is for healing. Open that box of chocolates. Grab an ice cream cone. It is time to sit back and enjoy the positively entertaining fun with our shrimp boat captain, our evening host, the bearded charmer, one, the only, the Guru Brando Show.
Welcome to Positively Entertaining Conversations with Guru Brando and sometimes curious guest
Alex.
TJ.
That whole bit was about your shop and you encouraging
actually,
him to look
not.
at entrepreneurship.
No, it's not. It's about choices, opportunities to leave a boomer town as a zoomer or stay. And that was the segue into that. So how do you decide where if you want to go or stay? I know, right? But how do you decide? TJ, how did you decide? Was it just always known in your family that you were going to go to school, you were going to leave home, you were going to go to school and live your life?
Yeah, it's just my parents taught us to look for our best interest, which would be going to college and getting a job right after.
Pursuing something that you want or something that they want for you?
Both.
Because either way is acceptable. There's not a wrong answer to that.
It's just it's much easier to start a career when you're young, and build up. If you wait too long, then it's rough. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's rough, buddy.
And that's why I'm always talking to the kids about opportunities to take when you're a kid. What opportunities can you take? One of those is get the hell out of Dodge for a little while, right? It is. We moved around so much that's the only experience you have. So maybe your idea might be a little bit different. What if y'all move off and you want to come home because you're seeking those roots again?
My main deal with moving places and changing things in my life is you just it can't be too still for a long time.
Yeah, you have to be progressive.
I have to change. I have to get up and move things around, and I have to. That's why my room is messy whenever I've had it stay in one orientation for a long time, because I just stopped giving interest in it. I stopped putting energy into my room.
And that's exactly what people do whenever they get stuck. They're in their fishbowl and they just keep swimming around looking at their tail. They're not paying any attention to anything outside.
But fishtails are shiny.
Yeah, like your lips. Your lips are looking...
Are they?
Yeah, they look nice. They look plump. I would say that stuff works. I mean, I can actually see a noticeable difference. TJ, I didn't pay a lot of attention to your skin first, but I'm just going to assume that it works.
I feel nice.
Good.
You do look like you have a glow on your skin. What highlighter do you use?
So, Alex, do you think that you are going to have that desire for roots?
I don't think I will. I think I'll come and visit, but I don't think I'm going to move back, because moving is a lot of stress and a lot of pressure and a lot of hard work that you just can't stop as soon as you start doing it. You have to keep going through the end.
So TJ told us what his parents kind of have promoted for them. What do you feel we've promoted for you?
Don't stay still. You got to keep moving and stay on your feet.
Yeah, but what are you supposed to do? When should you be leaving? How should you cater your life or tailor your life? What values have we taught you about your education, about starting your life? True story. What have we taught you? What lessons have you learned from us? Whether we've said it or it's happened to us, what lessons have you learned from our experiences?
Do what you want to do first before you think about other people. What I mean is, before you have kids and settle down, make sure you're accomplished and you feel accomplished with what you're doing.
Yes. Don't vape.
Don't vape.
That's right. So if you have an idea before you have kids of things that you like, it's not as easy to lose yourself in just being a parent. Because it's hard if you decide that you want to be a teacher and you start your teaching career and then you have kids, it's going to fundamentally change how you teach, right?
Yeah.
So that's why you get to explore all these kind of avenues before you have kids and say, you know, this is going to enhance now my career because now I have experience. So it enhances your education by gaining experience, and there's nothing better than having kids if you want to be a teacher.
I don't want to be a teacher.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that if you wanted to be a teacher, having kids is a good trainer. So what's a good trainer for a food truck or an entrepreneur or something like that?
For which one? Oh, for both?
Yeah, for both. Because he talked about, you know, engineering
Being
and kind
in,
of the applications.
Being in food-oriented or business-oriented classes really helps in high school because it keeps your brain, like, focused on that kind of thing.
So on progress. Business for you is progress.
I took a tech orientation, which ended up being more about being an entrepreneur and about math and science principles in hockey.
All the
What about
great
your
stuff. Ooh, that's all good
economics?
stuff. But about
Oh,
what?
yeah, and economics. That also kind of inspired me. That's when I started thinking about the food truck. It was the combination of classes of my foods class and of economics.
And so your teachers really fundamentally influence you.
It's
right?
something that I never even thought about. It's like, for such a long time, I just kept telling myself, I want to be a teacher, I'll just be a teacher. And then I was noticing, like, I wasn't going to be as happy. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it as much. And so I made the bold decision to just think, what do I like?
You
I
see
like
why
my
I
foods
brought
class.
up the teacher thing, because now the viewers have a comparison of what you wanted to do and how you kind of grew up out of that. What did you want to do before engineering? Don't say fireman.
I wanted to be a doctor, and then I realized I don't have the brain for medical school. I don't think my parents think
You don't
I
have
do.
the aptitude?
I just don't think I'd be able to remember all the things. Like my mom talked to me about how she was like in college, she was friends with like a kindergarten teacher, and she's like, I have to make a poster board for each primary color, and I gotta list a bunch of things about it. Meanwhile, my mom has to memorize every tendon in the hand, how it connects to every ligament, how it connects to the muscle, how it connects to the bone, how every capillary goes within the finger.
Yes.
And I don't think I'd be able to do that.
Because it's not as interesting to you.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. You're saying you don't feel like it would hold your interest enough for you to want to remember it. Because when something interests you, you automatically absorb it.
People in the medical field typically really enjoy that because it's so much effort and so much.
It's like a big puzzle. People are puzzles.
I'd enjoy that. I love my biology class.
You've got to really
But I
love
just
it.
don't think I would be able to get through that. My sister's going through that. She's super smart, and it's really draining her.
Girls are typically smarter than boys.
Because we're not supposed to be.
We suck. Guys
Bop
suck.
it to society.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you I lost IQ points when I went on testosterone. True story. I'm
Your
not
brain
even
got
kidding.
smaller. Well, it got
did.
bigger, but less information.
Yeah, it's like now it's just filled in with weird stuff.
It's all.
Like lots of it's like hammer hitting stuff.
It's that it like zooms into your brain and it's that one screen cap of like Patrick
The
with
monkey
his
with the-
no Patrick with the wood board on his head and he's holding up the,
Oh yeah,
the hammer.
yeah. That's what it's filled with now. But you know, if you think about where your sister is and you see how hard she's working, is it interesting to her?
Yeah.
Does she seem excited about it?
Well, right now she seems more excited about like all the other things about college. Like she's like hiking and stuff, and in this wilderness club. She's got a bunch of friends
Oh
and
my
stuff.
God, that would be epic. I wish I was in college.
Yeah, that's really what my
Wake
mom
up,
said
old
to me.
man.
She was more like, it was like, if you're just gonna be there, you know, like to get an education, get your degree, then you should just go to, you know, SIUE,
Yeah,
get it. But she wants me to have like the college experience and stuff.
that's what we want for Alex
Yeah.
and Quentin too. And having said that now, we haven't checked in to see if that's what they want for their experience. we just assume that you would regret it because we did. You know, Mom had some college experience.
Don't live vicariously through your children.
Yeah, that's right.
Big one.
And-
Don't.
And do you think, TJ, that it's something that you want to do? Is have the college experience like your sister, or are you just not interested in that? Because every kid's different.
I think I'm less so interested in the college experience than I am in getting the skills that I will need to, be an engineer and be able to work for the rest of my
Well,
life.
that could change. Cause
I mean, definitely it's going to change. Like your, your brain changes.
Yeah,
I
but
definitely
what I mean
see
is,
who
like-
balances whom. You're
like,
very
I've got-
serious,
I've
and
got,
she's weird.
like whenever I was dead set on going to SWIC and doing running start, and I was thinking like, God, I am not gonna miss high school. 2 years I've had enough, and now I'm so glad that I didn't make it into the program, because I would have really missed high school, and there's a lot
You would have
that I
missed
would have
all
missed
your
out on.
little all the little social things, but you haven't really had any this year because of COVID.
COVID,
but,
yeah.
you know, you get the point.
It was interesting losing a handful of friends because of COVID.
Yeah.
I'm
Not dying. They didn't die. Our
yeah.
relationships just got really bad, and then we had to not do that anymore.
And you developed new relationships.
I
too.
did.
Yeah.
I've
and
made some stronger I've deepened bonds with a lot of friends
and
Yeah.
your family.
and my family.
Jeez. So,
Had to spend like 3
So
months with you
Zoomers.
guys.
hey, what is the one thing that makes Highland, when you drive through it, you go, that is such a boomer town?
It's small. It's first off, it's a
So
small
you
town, so
equate-
you expect, since it's a small town, there's not a lot
It's
of people.
not all
It's gonna
the
be kind of
corn.
close.
The corn doesn't
Not
scream
Immediately, it's because it's small and open. Like whenever you go down the main street, like
boomer. Oh,
Walnut,
it's not crowded.
it's it's just the in Edwardsville, you see a lot of buildings and a
Strip
lot of
malls.
establishments and
Stuff.
strip malls.
When I think boomer though, I think actually what happened during their time when they were young,
Yeah.
like a lot of the conservativeness that they had, the right after World War II, with this Cold War era. So I think less of visually what I
I
see.
get what
I
you're
think more
saying.
you kind of have to.
Be exposed
Yeah.
for a minute. Yeah, look at the history around you to get whether it is or not. So if you drove into town and you saw big colorful murals that
was about to
say
bring that up.
coexist or something like that, you would know that this town was not full
Yeah,
of
there's
boomers.
there's that mural up on the square of what Highland looked like in 1890.
So you can tell that Highland is stuck
Is an
with
old
it.
town,
Yeah.
and you can tell the architecture of some of the buildings on the square, the really old ones that
Uh-huh.
Mom cries about.
Yeah, she
I love
is
you, Mom.
So lame. Anyway,
You just feel it's a
Like
really
our
old
house?
town, so it's the combination for me of it's an old town and it's a small town, so people know each other, and
We're-
they
Oh,
stay
yeah.
there.
A larger one in the area. We're one of the largest ones in the area.
and see,
It just feels
You
small.
do you see what just happened? And I figured that would. TJ automatically had a defense because he grew up here. This is his hometown.
Yeah,
I'm just
So no, you're fine.
I've
very
got
skeptical.
I've got
You're
different towns to compare it to. In my
yeah,
head.
Yeah.
but that's what I'm saying though. Is he should have said that. He is pointing out the good about
Yeah.
Holland.
Well, that's not
Mom.
like saying Boomer Town is bad. That's not what we're saying.
But it is, because what happens to towns that are full of nothing but boomers? If all the Zoomers are leaving a boomer town, what's left?
Just the boomers.
Just most people.
What happens when they're gone?
Turns into a ghost.
If the Zoomers aren't coming
Boom
back,
town.
if the Zoomers aren't coming back, then they die, and the town dies. It's happened all over the place. You can go online and look at old ghost towns. Those were once towns just like Highland. Most of them smaller, but towns that had a population of more boomers than zoomers because they were near a metro area. And all the zoomers go to the metro area and don't turn around and come back. You know?
Well, I guess, like, given our location, if, like, this area doesn't become super urbanized, then, you know, that's just what's going to happen.
Yeah.
We got the Burger King, though.
We got the Burger King.
We got the Burger King.
The Burger King is the
But
bomb.
the Pizza Hut left.
The Pizza.
Yeah.
I need
pizza.
more
Do you wanna say
vegetarian pizza
Our pizza
options.
was... Our Pizza Hut was... What happened to the Pizza Hut?
It got out pizza.
Our pizza got
someone
out
out
pizza.
pizza the Hut.
Wow. That's a
We
good way
have
to
how
end
many
this,
pizza
Zoomers.
joints do we even have? We have
We can't have too many.
Emos,
That's
Little
what y'all
Caesars,
just-
DiMaggio's, Domino's, and then
now
we
you're
just
making
had
me
the
want
pizza.
pizza,
Casey's.
and it's not
Casey's.
Thursday night. Oh, Casey's is delicious.
Casey's has
Breakfast pizza. My buddy Michelle used to bring me that.
It's weird that you said my buddy and then you said Michelle.
Why?
Because I always equate buddy with like mom's army buddies.
Gender.
Misogynist.
Wow.
Sorry, guys.
Mm,
I have.
shame on you.
I have.
And you just said
repressed
sorry,
personality.
guys. You
Wow.
just said sorry, guys. What
Oh,
Do you see what you're doing?
Sorry, y'all.
Not sorry, non-guys.
if you know, you cannot please
Sorry,
everybody all the time.
girl. Sorry, boys,
Everyone, just say
gals, and
everyone.
non-binary pals.
Yeah. Oh wow, you went there, didn't you? Yikes.
Guys, gals, and non-binary.
That's probably the only time it'll ever be said on this podcast. But
I think it's cute.
it is cute, and that's why it's probably going to be the only time it's said on this podcast. Okay, did we have any fun, guys? Did you have fun putting on the mask?
Yes.
Was this a positively entertaining conversation?
I was positively
I don't
entertained.
think. Is my face doing anything weird?
No.
All right, I think I'm
TJ.
fine.
Other than glowing and looking spectacular.
Hey, take us out on a joke, TJ. It better be a good one, too.
Gotta filter through all the dark ones. Oh, I should have brought my joke book.
Oh, you
Ah,
should
your
have.
dad joke book. That's really funny.
You see that's why I said take us out on a joke. I got TJ a joke book for Christmas. It's a dad joke book because all their jokes are super lame. Like TJ, who now can't even come up with a joke. Alex, give me a joke. You failed, TJ.
Knock,
You
knock.
will never be a comedian. Oh my God, I know what this one's gonna be.
Knock, knock. It's not the Jack one. Knock, knock.
Okay, you do it, TJ. You answer the door.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Europe.
You're a poo.
Thank you.
That does not look.
It is so gross. It feels so nasty. I can't believe it. Oh God. Better you than me.
That's my eyes.
Oh my God. You look like Hannibal Lecter.
Alright, stop doing it dumb.
I'm sorry. I need tissues.
Oh my gosh. Tissues.
I spilled a lot on
Smooth it on. Push it on. Alex, help him.
No, he asked me to stop.
And Alex was worried it would be too little.
Myself.
Oh, that's really gross.
Can I have another for the floor? I need two. Give me two.
I don't want to waste tissues.
How does this
on
work, Alex?
it. It's working.
It's supposed to like
Is that how it's
moisturize.
supposed to be on my face?
Yes. Oh, girl, you're touching it too.
You look awesome.
You are like all over the place with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to make progress in your life. Need help clarifying your goal. The help is here. Reach out to sgpathways.com for further information.